right, folks, I am so excited today to bring you 5 decks that I have cooked up that are taking cards from the new Mythical Island expansion. Forgot the name of it, but it was so fun to open those cards. I played around with them a little bit. I wanted to see kind of what things were shaking out, what things were looking like, take some time, really vibe with the cards. And one combo that I saw like right off the bat is this first deck, and that is going to be Celebi. If you haven't opened cards, if you haven't looked at Celebi, if you're still looking for stuff, this has got to be my #1 pick for new set in the card that's going to dominate and take over the meta. It's 130 basic EX, 2 energy, powerful bloom, 50x. Flip a coin for each energy attached to this Pokemon. This attack does 50 damage for each heads. Okay, seems fine. Okay, coin flip, whatever. You get a flip per energy attached. That's pretty solid. But when you pair it with the new Superior, it goes crazy. It goes crazy with the ability Jungle Totem. Each grass energy attached to your grass Pokemon provides 2 energy. This effect doesn't stack. It doesn't stack with 2 Superiors on your board, but each of those 1 energy on Celebi counts as 2. So if you get 2 on her, you flip 4 times. You're knocking out Mewtwo's. You're knocking out Blastoise. You're knocking out Charizard. You're knocking out all this good stuff. So the deck I've cooked up, really straightforward. It's just a 2/2/2 Superior line, 2 Celebis, and some items. We gotta play around with our items a little bit more coming with this one. 2 XP, 2 Pokeballs. Decided to rock the Poke Flute because I wanted to test it out. I think it's interesting to put basic Pokemon on my opponent's bench, and with that I've also done 2 Research, 2 Erica, 2 Sabrina. You can maybe toss in a Giovanni, but I really don't think that's good. I want to play around with Poke Flute. I think it's a cool new card, doing cool new stuff, but just a quick refresher, or if you don't have it, it's put a basic Pokemon from your opponent's discard pile onto their bench. So if I want to do some Sabrina plays, if they don't have anything, if I just want to fill up their bench or something, stuff like that. So yeah, let's get right into this deck profile. I know for these profiles, usually I do a handful of videos or a bunch of matches, or at least 2 to 5, like to show you how it plays. But from 5 decks, I want to keep it snappy. I'm going to play either 1 or 2 matches. I might not get a win. 1 would be ideal. If it's short, probably still leave it in just because I'll have generic chatter for you guys out here. But flexing the new Mew and kind of event ribbons too, which is great to see. Okay, solid start. We got our Celebi. There's our big ol' hitter here. Got our Pokeball to get out our Snivy. I forget the names of these. Servine. The art on this is so cool. It's like a woodcut. Dang. I'm so excited to get the immersive art. Those are my absolute favorites. I saw a comment in my previous video saying, like, I don't know if this is an unpopular take, but immersives are my favorite. No, I don't think that's an unpopular take. I think that's the best take. The only thing I would change about these is the borders. I do not love the borders. An EV, like an EV Gyarados deck with the new Vaporeon, which I think is pretty strong. Oh, Articuno in here too. Solid, very cool. Got Pokeball. The new Gyarados is interesting. I don't think it's as strong as some of this stuff, so it didn't make my top 5 list. Or no, don't want to spoil. No spoilers, but it didn't make the top 5 list, unfortunately. Continuous Step is a solid card too. Okay, here's our other Celebi. That's not what we wanted. We had high chances not to get that, but we got it. All good. We'll draw. Superior. Okay, we're missing. This is an unfortunate hand. Maybe it's so good. Obviously, I want my like Snivy. My Pokeball had 2 out of 3 to get it. Professor's Research had a chance to get it too. We got another Research in here. We got another Pokeball. We got good odds. We got 2, like 4 things that I want to draw that have it: a Research, a Pokeball, or 2 of them themselves. So we're gonna get continually stepped on, I think. Flip a coin until you get tails. This attack does 20 damage for each heads. Kind of a lot. Kind of a cool, better than the other EVs. I was kind of hoping for the set. Once I saw Vaporeon, I was hoping to get the other ones. A better Flareon would be like so cool to see. I think she's really underpowered. Like, she's like not a great card. Okay, we got a Sabrina here. So I'm gonna toss my other Celebi on the bench here just because I'm kind of nervous. Again, this isn't great. Not a great setup right now, but just 2 heads and we'll be good to go. We'll just get it. Wee. Oh, 1 more. Almost. Again, if we had our Servine, get our Superior out here, probably would have deleted it. Deleted the EV. It's cool though. I really like the ability to move around your water energies. I think for expensive cards like Gyarados, particularly, you can kind of load up other stuff and then move it around when you're ready for your Gyarados to get in on turn 5 potentially, while not having to like dump it all on Magikarp. In the new Gyarados, it does Rampaging Whirlpool 140. Discard a random energy from among the energy attached to all Pokemon, both yours and your opponents, which is cool. I do like that. I think choose 1 water. Okay, looks like a Misty. Okay, 1. Please 2. Okay, just 2. It's fine. It's not good, but it's fine. They still need 2 more. They're probably gonna get their EV unless they retreat. Probably gonna Brina them this next turn. Not a lot of not a lot of options here. But little old onion head. Okay, they went for Articuno. I'm not weak to this. Doesn't have any energies on it. I'm assuming what they're gonna do, if they might evolve this into Vaporeon and then pump up twice. Yeah. See, look, cool water plays. I think this is giving water a lot of really interesting plays. And the card's really pretty on top of it all, but I think this ability is really cool. I really like it. I'm glad they printed it. That's a ton of... Oh, can it do Blizzard? Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's not good. This is not good. It's not looking good. And even if I Sabrina them, like, it won't even matter. Because they can just swap the energies around every turn onto whatever they want. Huh. Really cool. Very cool. Very base. What do we get? Another Brina. Okay. So it's not looking good for me and Onion Head here. I think I'm going to swap them. See what they do. I went for Magikarp. Okay. That's my not preferred option. I don't think I can. I'm truly... Okay. So I'm just going to hit this. But I think if I swap... It doesn't matter because they're just still going to get in their Articuno next turn, right? And they can retreat it for 1. They can always do 80. They're always getting the knockout on this. They are always getting the knockout. I think I just concede. Maybe I go next. Kind of a hard hand to play around with. I haven't bricked this hard on this board. Let's see. I can play it out. They're going to do 4. Oh, it'll be a KO. Yeah, I can't do anything. They're going to move 4 over. Concede angle. We're gonna go next. Show you another one. This deck is very strong. I did brick. Everything can brick. Maybe there's a little bit of optimization here, but the Celebi superior combo, excellent. I was thinking if I might benefit from another basic Pokemon. It was really just that failed Pokeball that like did me dirty. I don't want to keep I want to keep it pretty slim because I really just want these 2 things, kind of like the Mewtwo Gardevoir. I mean, essentially like the same kind of concept. They've got their Celebi emblem as well. So that's just what I think of with this. I don't want to, you know, do too much. You know, you're doing too much. I want to do the right amount, just enough. Okay. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Here, okay. Oh, another rough start here. Okay. Another rough start. Also, if you guys did not check out the pack opening video, I opened so many of these superiors. I opened like 140 packs. Based on the hourglasses I had plus max spend, and I think I opened like 8 or 9 of them. I was happy with 1. I was still happy with 2. Still pretty happy with 3. When you get like 4 or 5, it like kind of wears out. I did not get this. I love these. Got a Mewtwo. This is so cool. Also, genome hacking, very interesting, very fun to use. Potentially. I think this is a really good splash card. And some stuff coming up. Glad to see it. Jelly with their Rainbow Water. I'm not gonna lie. Their full art or their illustration rare EX. You know what I'm gonna do here? I got 2 Snivies. No middle evolution, which the name is escaping me per usual. We're getting roped. You guys don't know the term roped is from Hearthstone. A literal rope used to come on the screen when your opponent was taking too long. That's just what I use still. Getting roped. All right, what do you got? Pokeball. What are you cooking? Pokeball into research. Okay, blinked out deck 2. They've got a great starting hand. Hopefully I draw a research. Research into middle evolution, Celebi. Be perfect. All right, Mewtwo. No surprise there. No surprise there. What else? Oh, that's it. Okay. You can't make this up. It's so bad. I'm like embarrassed. Like, I promise it's a good deck. Like, this deck is like, I'm pretty sure it's like S tier. Like, it's on par, in my opinion, with Pikachu. It's on par with Mewtwo, basically. Basically like a grass Mewtwo. Like, plays similarly. You need the Evo. You don't have to have the Evo on either, but it bumps it by a ton. And you can brick. Shown here first. Shown here in real time. I feel like you guys get the vibe. I think this is the #1 thing people saw. And we're like, yep, I'll do this. I'll play a little bit of this, I think. Another Pokeflip. All right. Not what I expected. We'll just smack him for 40. Maybe we'll just take him down with 40. I mean, I'll get in a few. I've got an Eric in my hand. That's solid. I've got a Poke Flute. I want to force them to bring something back on their bench, which is nothing right now. I think that, yeah. I just wanted to play Poke Flute in this. I thought it'd be interesting to try it out. And it looks like it's more complicated. Once you get a lot of stuff in there, they get to pick though, right? Like, let's see. You knock out a Gardevoir. Put a basic Pokemon from your opponent's discard onto their bench. So you pick, I think. I haven't used it. I've had it in my hand many a time. I've yet to play it. I assume the way I'm reading it is I pick. I'm going to pretend that I pick. It makes it a little bit better. You can't. Yeah, it's an item too, so you can Sabrina them. I still think it's solid. Like, I'm talking through it out loud. My thoughts that I had in my head when I chose it. And this is why. And they were actually playing... I'm curious about Sigilyph in the Mewtwo deck, to be honest with you. Because I think it bogs it down. Like, I just don't think you need it. I think you can be fine without it. I'm gonna say it's a no for me, dog. Another one of these moon cookies. So many moon cookies. If you guys haven't seen this, Mystical Slab, look at the top card of your deck. If that card is a Psychic Pokemon, put it into your hand. If it's not Psychic Pokemon, put it at the bottom of your deck. Just kind of guaranteeing you get stuff out. They did not attack. They ran out of time, I think. Okay, we got our Celebi. Nice. Very good. Very cool. Get our Celebi. Start putting energies on her. Almost Onion. Press smack for the 40. That's crazy. They couldn't even finish that turn. Boom. They did get an energy. But no, they didn't attack, right? I have this 70 HP. Yep. Oh. What's left for them to do? They're looking for Kirlia, Ralts, Gardevoir. They're looking to like load up their Mewtwo. Their Mew EX, I think they need to retreat it. Probably this turn. They could start drawing next turn with 80. I'm going to start hitting with Celebi next turn, probs. I have 2 flips. 2 flips seems fine. Like, the odds to get one, fairly decent. I presume I get it. I put 1 energy on the Mewtwo. Feels a little weird. Even if they bump Mewtwo, I'm trying to think what they do. Okay, they want it. They're looking. They only have 6 cards in their deck. Maybe the bottom 2 are Rolts. I assume that's all they're looking for. I couldn't imagine anything else, but I mean, I'm in a good spot here. This is pretty much a free knockout. I'm not gonna use my X speed. I'm gonna save it. Retreat. Go for Celebi. Again, missing our middle Evo this time, but hopefully we just flip 2 heads. It's that easy. Okay, it's that hard. Love to see it. Again, they basically got a free turn off of me with this, which is pretty bad. You get set pretty behind with Celebi, but you can't come back quick. I'm just concerned about them drawing all their deck. Maybe this doesn't run. They'd be crazy not to run Ralts Gardevoir. I think that'd be a big L. Another Mewtwo. I'm just so interested in this person. Like, we've got the illustration Mew, so I assume they're Whale Seal, or they got really lucky. They conceded. Okay. I'm unsure on this, but again, we're doing 5 decks. You guys got the vibe. You load it up, you flip it. Sadly, we didn't get to see the action, but I'm still gonna move on to deck number 2. Alrighty, deck number 2. I wanted to feature Mew EX. Mew EX is the first card in Pocket. Genome hacking is the exact same attack it has in the TCG, at least the name of the energy. I'm pretty sure in the TCG it chooses from your bench, not your opponent's active, but you know what? Tomato, potato. It's all good. I think Mew's really interesting, and I think it's going to shine particularly well in a Mewtwo deck, as well as some other supports that have been added. So what I've cooked up, and if you've played Mewtwo, I have Mewtwo in my free account, and I think a lot of people have been doing Mewtwo because it is very popular behind Pikachu and definitely one of the best, but it's just our standard Ralts Kirlia line. Tossed in a Mew EX, okay. In addition to these 2 Mystical Slabs, the Mystical Slabs are items, and they just look at a card. If that card is a Psychic Pokemon, put it in your hand. If not, put it at the bottom of your deck. So it's just increasing consistencies, and then I've also added in a Budding Expeditioner, put a Mew EX in the active spot into your hand. You know, it's like Koga, but for Mew and 2 Sabrinas. I cut the X speed. What you could do here maybe is cut a Sabrina for an X speed, but I just wanted to make this like really consistent, and it's either like loading up Mewtwo or loading up Mew, hoping they have something big and, you know, just going for a smack. So let's get into some battle. All right, battle number 1 with Mew. Again, I think Mew's gonna be pretty cool card, especially if your opponent gets something out quick. You know, it's like Dragonite or another Mewtwo on their board, or, you know, Starmie, just any kind of EXs that are... Pikachu EX is not going to be good. If you're going up against Pikachu EX, call it an L. You have to see how popular it is. Decent against Arcanine, stuff like that. This is a pretty killer start, to be honest with you. But otherwise, this deck plays pretty much like your standard Mewtwo, but with a fun twist that I think is strong. And this is hopefully we're gonna see it in this game. I'm not sure we will. Going second is really good and is solid. Not perfect, but it'll get the job done. Okay, there's our Mystical Slab. I can't believe it made Mewtwo better. I almost wonder if Mystical Slab is going to put it on par with Pikachu potentially, because it's at the bottom of your deck. Like, you probably wanted a Mon, right? Like, they're probably okay. I can't make it up. Well, we're gonna keep going. I want to play my Crown Rare Mew. I pulled the rarest card in the new set. I want to use it in my deck, okay? And I do think it's good. I think it's actually really good. I think it helps the Mewtwo deck. Overall Mewtwo got a lot of stuff, and I'm curious to see, like, the tournament's coming up, what items and stuff are going to be like optimal, and some min-maxing going on there. So hopefully we'll see some more Reddit analyses after some of the big tournaments. Probably like there'll be one this weekend. I'm posting this on Friday, December 20th. Today's the 19th, day before. So there's an Ursi. There's an Ursi tourney. Oh, this is a interesting hand as well. Let's start this battle. I have Mewtwo as well. Oh, Lapras. I love the backs of these cards, so I like never toss on sleeves. I don't know. It's just like so vibrant, and I just like the way it looks. Okay, Pokeball. We are almost guaranteed to get a Rolt. Okay. One more. The Rolt is likely. The Rolt is likely. Don't do me dirty. did dirty. Let's try one more time. Cookie time. No. Okay. Actually, that was a really good card draw next turn. Let's toss our Mew down here. Let's see what they've got cooking. I might load up the Mew. I might load up the Mew. The interactions with genome hacking are going to be really interesting, because like a lot of these aren't going to do anything. Like Hydro Pump, you're going to get 20. You're going to get 20 out of it. Nothing more. There's no heads. No heads. Excellent. Excellent. Off to a great start. They only need one for this. They do. I'm just gonna start loading a Mewtwo. There's 2 Rolts in here somewhere. Okay. There. Okay. And then, come on. What you got? Little Rolts action? Yeah. No. Okay. Not bad. But not what I wanted. It does thin my deck again, right? We're at 10 cards. I know the bottom one's Professor's Research. There was 2 Rolts in there. There are 2. Okay, here's a Brina. Okay, you're gonna Brina this. That's fine. I'll just budding. Don't even worry about it. Ba-boom. Yeah, budding Expedition next turn. Gonna hit you for 50 and hit you for 50. But again, I think this Mew's a great tech card. This deck, not particularly innovative, but interesting with the Mew. And Budding Expedition is a cool card, because I can do this, and I can bring it right back to my hand. Then I can promote the Mewtwo, and then I can play the Mew. I'm even curious if there's maybe a potential deck for just Mew. I almost feel Mew feels more like what I would like Ditto to be, even. Or it's obviously a little bit better. It's not amazing. Where you just need 3 of any energy to get it off. Makes sense with the 2 prizes. So like, I was talking about this earlier, but I would love to see a Ditto rework. I think it could be cool. Mew Ditto deck could be really interesting. Kind of like a counter. Like, I need to understand all the decks to play this one deck. But right now, I think it shines particularly in Mewtwo, just with Gardevoir to accelerate. So that's the vibes. That is the vibes I'm bringing. I'm actually going to knock this out, because I think they have the Evo in their hand. So, gonna boop. Boop. Sabrina. Go for the knock on this, because that's a threat. Lapras is much less of a threat than... Yep, there's the concede. Also, I think that's it. You guys know how Mewtwo works. A little bit of flavor with the Mew mixed in. I recommend trying it. I think it'd be really fun, really cool. See what you get. I've gone up against the Dragonite one time, and I did get to do it. So that's absolutely the most fun I've had with this. And it's just fun to see what other people are doing with it. Now we're going to move into profile number 3. For number 3, it's not a reskin. Okay, like the Mewtwo. Little flavor. This is totally new deck. I think Vaporeon is particularly really strong and helps a lot of the big water Pokemon, particularly Gyarados in the new set. But that's not what I paired her with. But we've seen the ability in this video a little bit earlier, but I'm gonna go over it one more time. Wash out as often as you like during your turn. You may move a water energy from one of your benched water Pokemon to an active water Pokemon. So it only works with water. Pay attention to that, especially if you have to run EV. So make sure you're putting your water energies on water Pokemon or you're not going to be able to move it. But I have chosen to pair this with one of my favorite cards altogether, Blastoise EX, focusing on Hydro Bazooka, 3 energies. If Pokemon has at least 2 extra, it'll do 60. So pretty much on your 5th turn-ish, if you go 2nd, you can get Hydro Bazooka out. So I've kept it pretty simple. I love this 3-2 kind of line so it's a 2-2-2 line for Blastoise and a 2-2 line of Vaporeon EV. For the EV, I chose the new EV. Just try to get a little bit of extra damage in there with Continuous Step, 20x, flip coin until you get Tails. So stack does 20 damage for each head. So kind of like a Lickitung. And with these items, this is what I've gone with. I think I would like to maybe get a fossil in here, especially because I'm loading stuff up, but Vaporeon can move it around a little bit easier. So probably recommend like spreading your energies out initially and then kind of consolidating them later. But I've gone with the potion, 2 Pokeballs, 2 Professor's Research, Misty, 1 Leaf as well. I have liked Leaf. I've used her in a couple of occasions, especially with bigger stuff. During your turn, the retreat cost of your active Pokemon is 2 less. So kind of like an EXP on steroids. Can help you out in several situations that come up. 2 Misties, you know, of course. Gotta flex the full one and 2 Sabrina. So let's get into some Vaporeon games. Also, as a sub thing, I think this pairs well with Gyarados. So the old Gyarados and the new Gyarados. So just something to consider. I like Blastoise the best, but if you're a Gyarados fan and you want to use that illustration rare, definitely go for it, Bill. All right, Vaporeon battle. I really liked using this deck. I've loved Blastoise. Blastoise has been one of my favorite decks. I know it's not top meta, but using the fossil tech, all hail, Lord Helix. I love that. If you're not familiar with fossil tech, it's putting fossil on the bench. And then when your opponent uses Sabrina, you're protecting whatever you're loading it up on the bench. We're not using that in this deck, but and some people shit on the strategy. I've been a huge fan. It's won me a ton of games. This is a pretty interesting start. We've got our EV, the Pokeball, and a Blastoise. So we got our stuff out. Looks like a Mewtwo player. This is a solid matchup against Mewtwo. You just have to move the energies around. As long as you move them around. Okay, we got our Squirtle here. Just need our Wartortle because nothing's wasted. As long as we draw the Vaporeon, nothing is wasted. And I think that's like the most interesting part of it. So I think people are going to get really creative with this deck, and I think it's going to trip people up if you don't just like obliterate whatever someone's doing. All right. So Mewtwo, I think, is going to increase in popularity based on the support it got, and the Mystical Slabs are really good. And again, I think the Mew is a great splash in too, potentially. Just like it's like a fun card, right? You know, it's a fun thing to have in there. You can do whatever your opponent's doing as well. Really good options for that. Looks like a lot of people are running Sigilyph. Sigilyph, I mean, it's basically just Meowth, a little bit better. I don't want to I personally don't think you want to bog down your deck with a Sigilyph. Because when you draw, you really want Mewtwo. Like you want Mewtwo turn 1, right? You want to load it as fast as possible. And then after that, you want to get energies on Mewtwo as fast as possible. And when you add Sigilyph in, you're decreasing the chance from Pokeball to pull the 2 cards you want. You're also decreasing the chance to have it in your opener by a percentage, right? Because you're just adding more variability. So I don't think personally it's adding, especially if you're putting in Mystical Slab, because you're probably going to get what you want. It's my take. Probably going to get what you want is my take. We've got Rolts. They've got the Mewtwo sitting there. They look a little low. Okay, research. I'm so happy to get one of Vaporeon. We can put Vaporeon down here. Okay, here's our Wartortle. Boom, Wartortle it. I think I'm going to... I'm in an interesting position. I think what I want to do is Continuous Step just to try to knock out this Rolts. Because I'm banking on the fact, it is probably wrong, but that I'll draw a Vaporeon. All right, 2 more. 240. Close. Would have been a really huge hit. First turn, not very likely, but would have been huge. But I'm banking on the fact that I draw into the Vaporeon and I can just move the energies around, right? I'll start putting some on Wartortle now, but I wanted to, you know, just get a little damage in there. Again, Eevee's not great, but it is better than the other Eevees, I think, in my opinion. Just a little bit of variance. So they're gonna draw. Are they gonna draw their whole deck out? It must be like desperate for Corellia. This gives me, okay, they're looking for Gardevoir, I guess. This gives me time though, potentially, maybe less time than they have. They're gonna draw through their whole deck, which is crazy. Okay, got a Brina. No. Okay, we got our Blastoise though, which is huge. Okay, even if we don't get the Vaporeon, I really want to get the Vaporeon because I really want to show it off. I don't think I'm gonna do anything else. I'm just gonna continue a step on them here. Again, once we draw our Vaporeon, or Vaporeon, you know, I'll leaf that turn. My retreat will be free. It'll be on a merry way. There's 2 in here, 2 Vaporeons, a research would all pull what I want potentially. You know, Con, we could have been doing 100 already next turn but if we still draw next turn, we'll still get it. We'll still be able to do 100 next turn. I'm assuming they're gonna start loading up Mewtwo here. Okay, they've been another Corellia. They hit their Gardevoir. Yeah, they did. Okay, we're in trouble because we lost this Eevee and we lost an energy. Being down in energy is terrible in this spot overall. They're gonna X-speed and even save their energy. Yeah, because the whole point is moving the energies around, right? So we weren't particularly, we got the Blastoise out early, which is great, but they will hit for 150 every turn. They're so set up now. We're in a rough spot. So in hindsight, I don't think I've changed anything in hindsight. I think I still have to put up this other Eevee right now. They're gonna deal 150. I need a Misty like save, I guess. Here's another War Turtle. I can make them like take some time to figure out exactly. They have Serena. Like this is why I would like a fossil in this scenario, because then I could give them the fossil with the Serena. So I'm just gonna make them wait a little bit. Maybe not knock out my Eevee. They're probably just gonna retreat this. Probably the angle. Retreat it. Give it 2 energy. Knock it out. My Blastoise only hit for 100, not 150 or 160, right? Unless I draw Misty. Let me think. Misty's the win. Nothing else knocks in 1 turn. They get the hit second. I get to hit them first. So I'm definitely not out of it unless they have Sabrina. If they Sabrina me here, I don't have any. Like it's Jover. They only have 4 cards in their deck, so they probably have a Brina. Let's see if they hit it. They do. Over for me. All right, we're gonna give another one. See if we can do it. They played that excellently. Maybe that Sigilyph is really consistent. It does take me a second to ramp this up, so it could be that the fact that they were just able to get online quicker. If I'd have Vaporeon 1 turn sooner, that would have helped because I wouldn't have gotten knocked out. Maybe Sigilyph is the move. I thought it was too clunky, but now, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. We'll see. We'll have to see. I'll see how this plays out more. There's so many. I feel like this mini set, even though it's like 80 cards, I feel like it really added a ton of like interesting options. I will say there was something I was disappointed in that I'm going to talk about a little bit more later. I'm probably going to make maybe a dedicated video on it, but I was surprised that so many of the cards in the mini set are reused mons. Like I understand reprinting mons. I've done that a little with the promos to make some of the archetypes better, but the fact that they reprinted so many duplicates already was crazy. It was like Rapidash was a big one. The Geodude line was another big one. Pikachu was another one. Like, do we really need another Pikachu? Like, I don't think so. What else? I feel like there's more. I'll have to take a look, but I was disappointed because we have so many Pokemon in the Pokemon universe, and to just get, you know, none of them or a very, very small amount of them overall. Celebi was really cool for a second set. Like, it's not the most popular thing, so to see that is cool. I'm a little worried about this, but we'll see. Hopefully we get Misty. We Misty ourselves into a dub. This is 40. Takes an energy zone, attach it to this Pokemon. Looks like they are rocking Executor they can have online quickly. Okay, here's our Eevee. Very good. Okay, boom. Eevee here. We're going to water energy on Squirtle for sure. I'm going to Misty my Squirtle. Hopefully get a couple. Then we can move it around. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. I've never gotten 6 before. But this is perfect, right? Like for Vaporeon, they left. I wonder if they'll come back. Oh, they come back. But this is a perfect Vaporeon game now, right? Because what I can do is I can Vaporeon, boom. I can retreat this War Turtle, give all the energy to my Vaporeon, okay, and then start loading things up in the back. And then again, retreat the Vaporeon, move it back around. Like this is exactly where I want to be. They are in a good spot too, though. I do have 7, but I don't necessarily have Blastoise in my hand. I'm assuming they're gonna put energies on Celebi starting now. Yeah, because they probably have Superior. I want to get rid of the Celebi as quick as possible because it's going to be able to knock out anything. It's so good. It's such a fun, interesting card. This is almost like I also feel like dangerous with this up here with all my energies. Definitely going to put no more on it. Absolutely not. They still attacked, still bumped one up from their zone. they'll be able to hit quite a bit next turn. Okay, so what's the move? I think it's this. I could leave, but it's only 1 to retreat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to retreat this. Yep, bump this. This is 120, so they have to hit me quite a few times. I'm going to put this on you. I'm going to wash out. 1. Wash out. I wish this interface was a little bit different where I could just kind of click and drag however many I wanted to instead of flipping through it like this. It's a little clunky. IMO. But this is a perfect example of this deck, right? Because I have 3 energies on this Vaporeon, so I get to do 60. I didn't draw my Blastoise. I got 3 energies on my War Turtle. Whenever I do draw Blastoise, I've got my Leaf in my hand, so my retreat is free on my Vaporeon. Okay. Hopefully they don't have Superior. If they have Superior, I might be in trouble. Odds are decent. They do have it. Okay, let's just hope that they... Oh, the little plus on there is so nice. Let's hope that they don't flip. I need 2 heads. Max. I need to draw a Blastoise. 2. No more than 2. Odds are decent. Perfect. Okay. I can't lose this. I can, but... Well, as long as I draw Blastoise. Oh, that's... Look. Ready. Oop. I'm going to leaf. This is perfect. This is like the perfect game for this. This is free. Boom, this goes up here. Boom, put an energy on it. Boom. I did get a little saved by the bell here. But again, now I don't like, usually without this Vaporeon, you couldn't do those. Now I can hit for 160. Boom. Game. That's the deck. If you like big Blastoise, you like moving things around, I do think this is like a 5-head deck. Like, I think you really have to think, move your stuff around. But that's deck profile number 3. We beat this LLV. Top deck saved our ass a little bit. Heart of the cards moment, but let's move into profile number 4. All right, deck number 4. We are taking one of the things I was just complaining about and making a deck with it. I think the new Rapidash Ponyta line is really strong. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you like flipping coins, even a little bit, you like it. If you're already on Pokemon Pocket, right? You might as well flip some coins. So, but this is a new Rapidash and the Mythical Island mini set, but it's Rising Land 2 energy this time, set of 1, and flip coin if heads this deck does 60 more damage. So you can see, I think, where we're going here. A little bit of coin flipping, a little bit of. So I've got a really like narrowed down Blaine Burst deck where it's 2 Vulpixes, also with 2 Ninetales, with 2 Ponytas, Stomp, 10, flip a coin, this does 40 potentially, solid, 2 Rapidashes. Then for the sport on it, 1 potion, 2 X-Speeds, 2 Pokeballs, 1 Pokeflute, again, playing around with this still, seeing exactly how I like it, 2 Professor's Research, 2 Blaine, that's the crux of this deck, pretty much. During this turn, attacks used by your Ninetales, Rapidash, or Magmar do 30 plus damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So you can hit for 130. Decent breakpoint, gets through Birds, gets through Pikachu, gets through Starmie, gets through so much stuff, and 2 Sabrinas to guarantee your knockout. So you want to play fast, you want to play loose, you want to just dominate. We're going to dive right in to not our final one. I'm previewing the last one a little bit. I've kept them secret till now, but I kept them all secret. We've got one more after this, but I've had a lot of fun with this. I do think this makes Blaine Burst a little bit stronger. We've seen some contesting opinions on exactly the creatures, the Pokemon you want to run in Blaine Burst, but this is just personally, I like my monsters, my Pokemon cards, the literal Pokemon themselves. I like a tight list. Okay, I like just a couple. I like to get out strategy and rely on the supporters to get it done. So we're Ponyta. Are we second? We're going first, so not ideal. Going first with the other Rapidash would have been better. You know, you can do some work. Also, I think this drawing angle is like insane on this Ponyta. Like, I really love the colored pencil, but like the angle, it's just giving blocky, it's giving like Pokemon Quest or whatever that was called. Maybe like the Rumble kind of vibe, but I don't know. The angle's just a little crazy. It's like the body very triangled in on itself. I don't know. I like colors. Okay, we're going up against Celebi again. I'm glad we haven't gone up against a ton of these, but this is a great deck to go up against Celebi with. Hit him with the research. Boom, there's our Rapidash, there's our potion. So, I mean, pretty much have a game plan ready and cooked up. We can bust through this really quick. This obviously gets through Celebi with Blaine. If you have your Blaine, they got their Pokeball. Hopefully they bricked like we did, but you know what? Even if I wasn't able to show you how to execute Celebi when I played it, at least you can see the potential of someone else playing it. They did lose, but I do still think it's one of the best decks in the meta. Got our X speed. Okay, I'm just gonna put 1 energy on this. I'm not going to evolve this. I want to hit for 40. Maybe we... Okay, didn't hit, but that's okay. That's okay. It still does 30. And this still guarantees the knockout. So... I want to make sure I do some damage over no damage. Almost always. Almost always some damage is going to be better than no damage. Okay, the Pokeball again, they probably got Celebi. Unless they're running another grass monster in there. Some people, it looks like they're running Executor. Some people are probably running Lilligant as vibe. But I really think, okay, they give up. We're definitely going to play a game with this. I wonder what they drew. Maybe not Celebi. A lot of quick conceits today. I definitely want to play this out. Was I going to win with my hand and they had a disadvantage? Yeah, probably. Is this strategy super complicated? No, it's not. But it's fun. I like burst deck. I like aggro. Me hit. Me no think that much. Vaporeon deck. Definitely, you gotta think. You gotta put that Duncan cap on. This one, fire energy, place, attack, place, attack. That's about all that goes into it. Okay, nothing else. First again, man. I'd rather go second. Okay, we're cooking. We have 2 Vulpix, but that's fine. As long as you, pretty much as long as you have an Evo line in your hand for this, you're like good to go. Mewtwo, not a great matchup for this, not gonna lie, but let's see what we draw. Can you prefer second? You prefer second with almost every deck. Not all of them. Hopefully I draw a Rapidash or Ponyta. Ponyta. There she is. There she is. All right. Boom. Quick turn. Straightforward. Probably the... Okay. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. I can play Ninetales or I can play Rapidash for my energy. I think I'm just going to go aggro. I think I'm just going to go for Ninetales. Just... I would love to see a fire accelerator ability. That'd be cool. I do like that I feel like that really bumped up grass with the superior. I think people are still gonna like find how to play it. Celebi is an obvious choice, but Venusaur could be interesting as well. But then you have 2-3 lines, which can get a little more complicated. And people don't always like that. I'm gonna assume no one's running red card because everyone's playing with fun new stuff. I'm not even gonna worry about it. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Boom, boom. I just want to like get rid of this stuff really quick. So they didn't get their Mewtwo out. The burst deck is all about bursting them down. All right. No hits as long as they don't Evo. They probably Evo. But if they Evo, we still get the kill. And then we're ahead. And if we kill a Curlia with 2 energy on it, they probably can. To be honest. To be honest with you, they'll probably concede. If that's the case. Oh, they put it back there. We have a... Can I roll into a Brina? Can I get Brina'd? If you Evo this, as a reminder, this does go away. So you can attack when you Evo. Just something to think about. It didn't hit. It didn't hit. Oh, here's a Pokeflute. Oh, we can just keep bringing it back from the grave and keep smacking it. Boom, boom. I'm gonna not potion here. Flamethrower 90. 1 down. Couple more to go. If we had a Brina here, this would have been an excellent Brina turn. So definitely would have recommended that. Again, I feel like the possibilities with the new mini set still are so endless. Like, these are what I thought were fun. Couple reskin, couple tech in some current decks. Blastoise was kind of my little, you know, je ne sais quoi kind of thing. Like, what I wanted to, oh, you want, oh, you're gonna, oh, okay. Here, you can have, oh, okay. You know what? I think you guys get the point with the deck. If I had Blaine in my hand, you kill the Gardevoir. If not, they're gonna do 60, I'm gonna do 90. They're gonna do, you know, it's gonna go back and forth. But it's kind of a win from that angle already, right? They're an energy down, I'm prize point up. They don't have the Mewtwo out. That's the vibe. So with that, we're going to move into our final deck profile, which I think you're all gonna enjoy. All right, final profile, deck number 5. Final you can go from, you know, noob, noob to pro, right? Gotta call it the thumb. Gotta call it noob to pro with some of these decks. This one's kind of my favorite overall, maybe. It's very budget friendly. I think it's a little less obvious. Scolipede is a stage 2. Okay, and it's kind of like, I think it's a little bit better than Arbok overall. I think it adds a lot to Dark, frankly, but it's 140 HP, Finish Shock, just 2 energies. If your opponent's active Pokemon was poisoned, this stack does 50 more damage. I think you can see where this is going, but just cover the new cards it comes with as well. The stage 1 is Whirlipede, 90. Poison Sting, your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned, just 1 energy, and Venipede, Ram for 20. But I'm pairing this with a Tutu coughing, wheezing line. Okay, gotta get some flex in there, and a little bit of, a little tech. A little tech card, okay? Tauros, wanted to show him off. The Pikachu Destroyer, 100. Fighting Tackle, if your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon EX, this deck does 80 more damage. And all our other energy users are very low, so you have extra energies. Toss them on Tauros for whatever, you know, whatever you need. Rocking 1x speed. Okay, just one to maybe whatever. Not the wheezing. 2 Pokeballs, 2 research, 2 Kogas, 1 leaf, 1 Sabrina. Let's get into some battle. All right, final battle. I think this totally just like deletes Mewtwo decks. It's very fast too. It's very aggro friendly. It plays out really well. I like the Tauros in it. You can get a head step on Pikachu decks fairly easy with it as well, as long as you're tempoing on them. If you have your Evo line, even if you have skill of poison on it, everything's chunky. It doesn't go down to 90. Wheezing or Scolipede. It's a good position. I really like it. So we're gonna do our Venipede here. We're going to do our Tauros here. We drew 2 Kogas, which is not ideal. I think this one's gonna throw a lot of people through a loop. How many of these Mewtwo card backs? Are they Mewtwoing? Are they Mew? They are probably Mewtwoing. Oh god, the full art on this Mew, this background. I don't always love the full art cards, okay? But this background coloring, just with the blah 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 blah, like the gradient, I think it looks great. I feel like the Mew card looks great. So good, and it's weak to me, so I'm off to a excellent start, to be honest. He's gonna deal 40. Boom, straight into it. A lot of sidekick running around, especially because Mewtwo got better, right? got even better. My hand's not amazing, but basically I'll put 1 more energy on Venipede. I'll put the rest on Tauros. Like, it's gonna do 120. Like, it's solid. It's not super helpful against Mewtwo, and we can't only take 2 hits, like a lot of stuff, but I think it's a cool card to add in. I think it's gonna do a lot. Ooh, Drudgeon. Wait, this is not a Mewtwo deck. Water energies. Dragon Claw. Oh, okay, I saw this card and I haven't quite thought of a way to make a water fire deck work. Maybe there's something to be said about it. Did not attack me. That seems so weird. I feel like a lot of people today have just not been attacking me. Scolipede, coughing. Okay, we didn't get really what we needed. And we can't Sabrina them. I'm just gonna put 1 more. Hit him for 40 again. Okay. Not gonna do this Drudgeon because it just does 20 damage to my active Pokemon. That's too much. No Giovanni's in here, so I have no way of dealing 50. I just need the Evo. Surely they'll retreat this, right? I think it's crazy. Yeah. Because I'm not gonna attack this. Like, I do have Sabrina, so I will do that. But they can retreat again even with the Sabrina. If I need the Evo, I need to draw into the Evo. Okay. I did not do. All good. I'm just gonna start putting this on Tauros, I guess. I think I'm gonna still go for the Brina here. I can't get the knockout. No, I'll wait. I'm not gonna hit that though, for sure. And they don't have fire loaded up. The dual type cards are like oh, hello. Is this a tri-color deck? Is this an evolution deck? I can't retreat this now. Okay, there's their potion. As long as I get my Evo, I'm good. I'm good. We've got the Brina. Okay, this can work. We can do this. I'll put 1 on you. Just retreat this little buddy, no problem. Go ahead and go for that poison. Can we get the knockout? No, yeah. 30, 50, 60. No, we're 1 short. Okay. Whee! And then the fun thing next turn, they'll hit this a little bit probably. Or maybe they'll, Mew is terrible against this deck actually, because I don't have a lot of stuff that does a lot of damage, and all my energy requirements are less. Not drawing the best, but again, I'm gonna just put some energy on Tauros still. I'm really curious to see what this is. They've drawn lightning now, and that's what they have to put on this. Is it maybe I only thing I can think of where you would run all 3 is evolution, but I don't think they're running that. Maybe they're running it with Dragonite, Drudgeon, but then yeah, Drudgeon. I wish it was like a better Dragonite supporter card. I think that could be really cool. Okay, here's our Whirlipede. Final. We'll do this. We're gonna no, Whirlipede does. Let me check. 20, 40. Okay, not quite enough. We're just gonna do this. Frankly, I just think we're going to tackle again. Do the Mew next turn. Because this will do 70, 80, 90. Yes. And they probably really want to retreat this. If I had to guess. They really want to retreat this card. I think this deck is budget friendly. You don't need the Tauros. You do need the Whirlipede and the Scolipede, but the Scolipede's not even rare. Like, you probably got these. Like, even if you open 10 packs, like, probably got a lot of this, but you needed. If they put another energy on their Mew, which is weird. We're going to do this. We're going to Koga. Boom, pick it up. We're going to bump our Scolipede. Evo this again. Boom. Put this here. I messed up this a little bit. I was supposed to Sabrina. I got too excited. They're gonna deal 70 damage, but only 70 damage. I'll be all right. I'll be all right. Misplay, misplay, misplay. Actually, I couldn't do it all if I wanted to even. Yeah, interesting. Okay, I'm ahead. I'm ahead of myself. I'm thinking. I think they're done. I think they're done, Zoe. I do just want to look at this Mew card all day long. I did not pull this. If you pulled this, I'm very mad at you. I did pull the golden one. I like the gold cards, but I like this one better. I think just this suits this perfectly. I'm really curious what this deck actually is. Like, is it just Drudgeon? Like, it's a cool card. It's interesting. The water, fire. I don't know how you make that work, really. Oh, they are going to swap it. Okay, we're good. We're good. Because they're going to put it up there. We got the Brina. We got a Brina. She's here. She knows what's up. It's 90. I think this deck's going to see some big carnage on the ladder. Overall, some sort of version of this for a little while. That's game. That's how you play this, okay? I think we're just going to do this one. Like, I wish I knew what else was in there. My opponent's deck. It seems so interesting to make that work. You guys made Drudgeon work. This is our last deck. Hopefully you felt like you went from noob to pro with these potential decks. Hopefully it gave you some fun ideas, something interesting to play. We're at a really fun time with this new influx of cards. Just, it really feels like there's so many possibilities now. I felt like things were narrowed down, things were tightening, but I mean, people still like had a lot of ideas and a lot of innovations, and cards are constantly changing. There'll be a huge tournament on the 21st, I think, probably. RC's been hosting a lot of those. We're going to see some crazy results, hopefully, and I will catch you all very soon in the next one. Thanks for hanging.